How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Today, I wanted to talk about some of the best resources available for learning Spanish and my preferred resource to learn Spanish. So we've got a lot of resources, and I'll talk about LingoPie in just a second. But, learning a new language can be an exciting and rewarding experience. But again, with so many resources available, it can be a little bit confusing where to start. Now, whether you prefer self-study or structured classes, online or in person, there's a Spanish learning resource that's right for you. So, one way of doing things is by going for online courses and websites, which are convenient and accessible way to learn Spanish, offering lessons, exercises, and quizzes that can be taken at your own pace. Some popular options include Rosetta Stone, Duolingo, and you've got websites such as Quizlet and Memrise, and they provide helpful tools for memorizing vocabulary and grammar rules. You've also got in-person classes if you prefer structured learning. There's immersion programs such as, studying abroad or homestay programs, but obviously that may not be available to everybody. You can go for private tutors, and my favorite way of learning is by going for books, TV shows, and movies. Now, consuming such media will provide a very cost-effective and very efficient way of learning Spanish. Because when using Duolingo, for example, where you have a catalog of TV shows and movies and documentaries, you also have music, and I'll show you guys in just a second how Duolingo works. But consuming Spanish media in general is actually a very effective way to immerse yourself into the culture and the language itself. So let me just give you guys a quick example right here. So let's go ahead and just click on Watch Now. So if I go ahead and try to, let's say, watch something, let's go ahead and play. Okay, so let me just bring down the volume a little bit. As you can tell, the subtitles are right there, and they're all translated in real time. You've got the entirety of the script on the right here. And whenever I hover over anything, it pauses, and I can add these words to a collection of words which I can go back to and kind of go over. I'll show you guys that in just a second. You've got, again, the entirety of the script available right here. So whenever you click on any of these, it'll take you to that specific point in the video. You can have the robot say the script. You can practice it in real time and try to say it. You can loop the sentence itself or the subtitle. And again, you can have it say the sentence so that you learn how to pronounce it. You can adjust the speed depending on your experience. And let's say, I want to learn what my past is, right? I want to just add that to my collection of words. So, once I've, let's say, went through the whole script or the whole episode. So this is a 44-minute episode. You can get a lot of words out of this. So let's just go back to browsing. And these cards, I'll show you guys where you can find these cards. You can go back to review and practice, and you'll have all the words that you've collected. It'll tell you which one is an adjective, which is a verb, which is a conjugation, and so on and so forth. And of course, you can have it, let's say you can listen to it and even play a couple of games right here. You've got flashcard, pop quiz, and word master. And these will help the words that you're learning stick a little bit better. So yeah, it's just a very fun way of learning Spanish, but it's not just fun for being fun. It's also fun by just kind of engaging you with the Spanish culture a little bit more. As you can tell from the show that I was showing, as you may have been able to tell, the show that I was playing right here, it gives you a little bit of a look into the, maybe Spanish culture or South American culture or whatever other, in whatever, country. So as you can tell right here, you've got, Mexico, Colombia, Argentina. So you can kind of understand where the culture is coming from with each show. But at the end of the day, it's all Spanish speaking shows. So not only you'll have a bit of a look into the culture of these shows and, where they're coming from, whether it's Costa Rican or Colombian or Spanish or Argentinian or whatever it is. or Mexican. Yeah, you'll also be learning the language in a very effective way. Now, whenever somebody asks me about, how to learn a new language and whatnot, obviously you want to practice by speaking to people and just putting the language into practice and not just watching shows. But one of the most effective ways for beginners to learn a new language is by actually consuming media from that same language. So whether it's music, if it's a show or a movie or a documentary or whatever, all of these are handpicked shows that will give you a very good look into what, the language is like and how to use it. And again, you can collect all the sentences and words so that you can go back to them later. And yeah, this should definitely help you kind of get started. And by the time you have about 700-800 to 1,000 words, you'll have a solid enough grip of the language so that you can at least start getting by and you can speak to Spanish speakers. And, as you kind of do that over and over again, you'll collect more words, you'll understand the language a little bit better, and eventually within about 6 to 12 months, you'll start being able to engage in comfortable speech with Spanish speakers. And if you keep doing this, hopefully within about 2 years or maybe less, you'll be a fluent Spanish speaker. It all depends on how much time and effort you put into it. So in conclusion, there are numerous resources available for learning Spanish. Again, from online courses and websites to in-person classes and immersion programs. And you've also got what, in my opinion, is the most effective and cost-effective ways consuming media, whether it's music or TV shows. So you can experiment with different resources and find the best fit for your learning style. And don't be afraid to try multiple approaches as you work towards fluency. And if you'd like to go ahead and give LingoPie a try, they do have a 7-day free trial. And if I happen to find any discounts, you'll find a link in the description down below. Either way, you have a 7-day free trial, so feel free to try it out. I'll link everything in the description. So besides that, comment below if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer all of them. Like and subscribe if you'd like to support the channel and stay up to date with future videos. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.